let's get this show started. Ladies, let's go ahead and introduce ourselves real quick. If you just say your name, your age, what do you do, and also what is your relationship status? I'm sure a lot of people on here want to know. I'll start with go ahead, Lesley. Start it off.
My name is Lesley. I am a realtor here in Oahu. I am 39, almost 40 in November, and I am a certified cougar.
All right, nice. This is the first certified cougar to join us on a late night show. So
I don't know who's certified.
So for all the uncertified cougars out there, if you want to get certified, definitely hit up Lesley. All right, next, Elli, go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Elli, and I am Finnish, and I am currently living in Spain. Did I say my age? No. Did I? No.
No.
24 years old. 24, and I work in sales, and I'm really working on my TikTok. I really love it. I want to do like social media things in the future, maybe someday. And yeah, nothing else. This is my first podcast guest visit ever, and yeah, I'm excited.
No worries. Thank you so much. And also, Lesley, it's my first international podcast guest, tuning in all the way from Spain. So shout out to you, Lesley, for waking up early this morning, joining us tonight.
Thank you.
So, all right, if you're watching this from Spain, from Europe, show some love, drop a comment below, show some love to Elli. And last but not least, go ahead, Tui, introduce yourself.
Hi guys, I'm Tuisina. I'm an account exec over at Front Communications, and I'm not a certified cougar, but I can scratch you a little.
All right. Okay, nice. All right. Thank you so much. And I'm pretty sure this is the second time Tui has joined me on the podcast. So if you recognize her before, here she is again. Thank you, Tui, for joining us on the After Dark session. You're always welcome. So, ladies, I guess let's get it started. Hope you guys are ready for this podcast. I have a hot topic to start it off. Usually, I'll warm up for the ladies, but I think tonight I was feeling hot tonight.
Yeah, show it out. Don't wait.
Let me drop it hot tonight. All right. So, ladies, my first question. This is something I saw trending on social media, and I do have a video that we're gonna react to it after. So my first question to you, ladies, because I saw a video on social media talking about why it's difficult for a lot of women to date and to attract men once they hit the wall. The wall, which is once you hit 30, right? So my ladies, so my question to ask you guys, ladies, is what I want to ask you does a wall exist? Is that a real thing, or that's just people on social media that can't that have a different experience? But is it harder to date once you hit the age of 30 or to attract men than before when you guys were in your early 20s? So that's my question. And if you agree or disagree, and why? And I'll start with you. Lesley. That's my first question.
So I think there is a wall, but the wall is in your mind, because most of my adult life I've been married. I've been divorced 3 times. So I've always been married. I've or had a boyfriend, and it was not till 30 that my dating life really began. So I think the wall is the mindset. So I think we don't have enough time, but basically I think the wall is your mindset. If you're not open, or if you're kind of like, what's that word? I guess I think that wall is just your mind. You just have to be more open, and we can get into that later. Yeah.
Of course. Okay, no worries. Just a mind. And let me ask you, was there like when you hit 30, was there like a difference? Did you feel like did you see or notice anything differently as far as the men approaching you when you were in your 20s and when you were 30s?
Well, I had boobs at 30. I got implants, so I'm like,
okay,
no difference. Like,
okay, all right.
Sorry.
Okay, all right. Sorry, no worries. Okay, so that's Lesley. And then okay, anything you want to add, lady? Anything you want to add to that, Lesley? Did I answer?
I don't know. I think it's just your self-confidence. Like I feel like life began after 30. Like I hated my 20s, but I don't know. I guess it's just your mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
No worries. All right. All right. Same thing with I'll go to Tui, because I know you're over 30, so it'd be interesting to hear your perspective. What's your response to that
Why you
question?
gotta say that out loud? I'm just kidding.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no. I totally believe that there's a wall when you like in your mind you think, oh my God, I'm 30, but it's a societal wall because society says that you should be married, like you should be seriously courting by 19, you should be married by 21, and you should have at least a kid and a half by 23. Like this is society standard. So really, it's not our wall. It's what we think we have to do.
Okay. All right. And I mean, and then did you see the same thing I asked Lesley? Did you see a difference when you hit 30, like the type of like the how much the quality and also how the type of how much the quantity of men that you were attracting when you were in the 20s and when you were in your 30s?
Okay, I was busy most of my 20s, like literally like grad school at the end of my 20s. Like I was married. You know, like my husband passed away when I turned 30. So,
okay.
So like, but when I don't know, for some reason, like after my husband died, like it set something off in like male brains where it's like, oh, you know, she looking kind of good now because like her husband's gone. Like seriously, that really was a thing. It was like skeevy and cool at the same time. I don't know.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. And all right. So Elli, same question to you. Do you believe there's a wall that for women that once you hit 30, then it's gonna be harder for you to attract men?
I don't really think so, because these days, like before maybe, but these days, like people are more and more open-minded, and age is just a number, and it doesn't really mean that much. Because like I have dated a 30-year-old man, and I didn't see much difference in them, honestly, than a 24-year-old like my own age. There's not, it's just this society's magical number that they have set, like 30. And people these days have realized that it's not that deep, that it's not something, oh my God, 30. I think it's getting like more not that crazy important, like, oh my God, 30. It's just you're 30. I don't think, yeah.
Okay. 30 is the new 25. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna go with.
All right. So Lesley, do you, I mean, even though you said it's a mindset thing for you based on your experience, but do you believe it, but that wall does exist for a lot of women? Is that what you said,
Yeah.
Lesley? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh my God. I agree with everyone. They make such good points. Like, age is just a number. Like, it's just what society has told us we need to do as women. Maybe because we have eggs, right? We think, okay, after 30, it'll be harder to get pregnant. But it's like, that's not even like the most important thing right now. And yeah, I mean, it is. See, and then the thing is like, okay, there might have been more like quantity of attention when you're 20, but it's like, it's not quantity, it's quality. As you get older, you get to see like how much, like what you actually want. So it's like, I do not want quantity at all. And especially on social media, right? Like, you guys have like thousands and thousands of followers, and all the guys are like, hey, and it's like, okay, so you're just a number. Hay is for horses. I got hay fever. Who cares?
All right, no worries. So all right. So you guys, so it does exist for a lot of women. But let me ask you ladies this question. Why do you think men prefer not to date women that's over the age of 30 and prefer to date younger?
Oh.
Wait, what age demographic of men are you talking about?
Yeah,
any age?
Talk about all men. You know, most, because like I said,
men?
It's common where most guys, they prefer to date younger girls, and girls typically date older men. But but that's the question I want to ask you. Why do you think men prefer to date younger women and don't want to date women that over the age, once they hit 30 or over the age of 30? Like, I'm just interested to hear your thoughts before I give you my opinion.
The majority of younger women are easier to impress, and younger women tend to look for men with more resources.
Okay.
And older
Okay.
men, older men usually have more
Resources.
resources.
Yeah. Okay. That's more stability. So that's one thing I
Yeah.
know. Women love a guy that's stable. So older
Mhm.
men, over typically men don't really reach their stability or financial stability until the age of like 30, 35.
Yeah.
So that's why a lot of women. Yeah. Okay. All right. Anything else you wanna? Anything else, ladies? Like why like what? Don't hold back. Don't hold back now. Just say it. Why do you
Okay,
think men?
so
Why do you think
yep.
men prefer younger women? They don't want. They don't want to date
Well,
women over 30.
to date or to be with. Like, are you talking long term or whatever?
Well, yeah, long term.
Okay, because long term is a different story. Like younger men, they're gonna bang cougars left and right all day. Like they'll
Yeah.
fuck whatever.
Yeah.
Well,
Women. Yeah.
most men in general, they'll fuck whatever.
They'll have
But
any
like,
age. Yeah.
yeah. But
How about commitment? Long term commitment.
yeah, long term commitment. You know what? I can't really speak on like younger men why they won't date older women. 'Cause I don't remember. I think I read something about it, but I don't know.
Yeah.
In my experience, I've had younger guys who they're like, oh, you have so much baggage, you have a son, can you give up your son and start all over with me? Like, are you retarded? Like, who in their right mind would say that kind of stuff? So I think they
Local
have
boys.
yeah. And it's like, it's stupid. Like my boyfriend now, he's 20. He never asked me to give up my son, and he's more mature than these 50-year-old guys that I was seeing, and it was just like, it's crazy. It's just, I think the person, right? And sorry to say, but yeah, local boys here in Hawaii have that kind of mentality. They're like, it's just they're boys. They're still boys.
They are, and it's their mom's fault. I'm just gonna point that out right now.
Period.
Yeah.
Like, period, check mark.
And the girls can be fooled with it can pull the wool over their eyes. Like, I guess it's like for older women, we're damaged, we're scarred, we're like, we've seen it all. Like, you got to come up with some different shit, You can't do that with us. You got to make it interesting.
Yeah, I would think that younger men would want to be with older women who are more established, though, because it would be easier for them. But then I don't know, because women at this age, like when I hit 30, like I knew what I wanted, I knew what I was doing. Like, I know what I don't want. And I don't want to babysit another kid. So I don't know, but everybody's different.
Okay. How about you, Ellie?
My answer is that men go for younger women because they're easier to manipulate, and that's just a fact. Like, for me, I'm 24. I'm turning 25 next year, March. And even like when I was 18 to 20, I got so much more attention because I was easier to fool. I was so naive and I believed everything people would tell me. And now at 24, I've already seen so much that I don't believe no man. Like, I'm scarred, I'm damaged, and I know that. And that's why I'm so hard to even talk to. So I don't really get that much men talking to me because like I have zero tolerance for no bullshit. And yeah, younger women are easier to manipulate, period.
Okay. All right. So, those are very interesting points. I got my notepad here, wrote all of it down. All right. So, okay. So I do have a video I'm going to play, just to a video I saw on social media, and we're going to react to it. But before we go over, I'm just going to respond to a lot of things you guys said. I know two of you said that that it's a societal thing, right? Of why men typically don't want to date women who are over 30, and they prefer to date women who are younger, right?
I'm going to say societal and biological.
Okay, that's where I was going. That's where I was going.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it's a societal thing. I think it's a biological thing.
I think the mental wall for us is societal for sure. Like, but as far as like that goes, like younger men are gonna want women who can give them children, child bearers.
Yeah, exactly.
And like, the older you get, the dry, it's like the,
yeah.
I mean, and that at that point, who knows? That shit might be the Grand Canyon,
Mhm.
hot dog, hallway, shit. Who knows?
So it's not a societal thing. It's just a biological thing. There's scientific evidence to prove it, but men, just we're different in what we're attracted to. For men, for women, we're just attracted to youth, fertility, and beauty. That's what men are attracted to since it's always been like that. So that's why men are always attracted to the young girl, because that's what we primarily we look for, especially when we're looking for a woman sexually and looking for commitment. And also, Tui said the thing like fertility is important, right? Men know that women are over the age of 30. The older you get, biologically, it makes it harder. You're more likely not to be able to bear children no more. So, most men, especially men that you guys are looking for, the ambitious, the confident, the high value men, they want to extend their family, so they want to create a family. So it's better chance to be with a younger woman. I would go with Elli. Respond to what Elli said, that the men out there, they want the younger woman because they're more easy, they're more naive and more easy to manipulate. Are there men like that? Yes. But I'm saying for most men, that's not the reason why they prefer younger women. The thing is, when we date older women who are over the age of 30, hasn't been married yet, what our men do realize is most women at the age of 30, either they have a child already. So for a lot of men, I talk about this on my podcast, most men, especially the alpha masculine men, they don't want to raise another man's child. So if a woman's over the age of 30, there's likelihood that already has a baby with previous men. And most guys, they don't want the complexity of going into a relationship and dealing with that responsibility, that complexity that comes into, trying to date a single mom. And also for the women that are always 8 of 30, a lot of men know that they usually come with a lot of baggage, because all the relationships that she's been with, all the men previous in her past in their 20s failed. And a lot of these women that have these failed relationships, they have these, either they haven't healed, they have this like toxic baggage from the other men that hate towards men. So it's really, really hard to get to know a woman vulnerably, because that's one thing of men really, really want for women, because we are really strong, the masculine type. We're always looking for the femininity, the vulnerability from a woman, that softness, the care, the loving, the nurturing, that the emotional side of a woman. But so the women that are over 30, a lot of them have their walls up, and it's really, really hard to get close to them in a very vulnerable emotional level. And then so that they know that for a woman that's in their 20s that has to deal with a lot of men, she's more submissive. It's much easier to deal with than dealing with a woman that's over the age of 30. All the relationships failed. So usually, I'm not saying all women are like that, but most women over the age of 30 have been married and don't have a man. They usually have some kind of baggage. And for a lot of men, they know it's just gonna be hard. It's harder to deal with those type of women. Much easier to be with a woman in the 20s. She doesn't have a lot of experience with men. She doesn't have a past. She doesn't hold any negative energy or toxic, any hate towards other men, because she's never went through that. So it's just easier to be with her. And then she's more submissive. And then, like I said, men are always looking for the woman that's, especially the alpha men, not the beta men. The beta men, they want the masculine woman, but the alphas, they want the submissive woman. So that's why they go for the younger girls. That's my thoughts, ladies. Anything you want to say about that? And you want to respond to that?
I just want to throw. Oh, go ahead.
Readable is the thing, right? Submissive and readable. Okay, I see that TikTok trend. That's what you really want.
Yeah.
Yes, and I'm sorry, but men gotta go really young if they want to have someone who don't have baggage, because these days, people are already like, the dating culture these days is so crazy that people at 23 are done with dating, because it's so crazy. So they gotta go really young if they want to have someone who is not damaged and ruined mentally.
Yeah.
Prepare to go to jail.
No. Yeah. Then they go to jail. This is why they go for like the minors these days. Crazy.
All right. No. Okay. Anything else? Julie?
I totally do. I just can't. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Shoot. I just wanted to add, whoever is watching this, this doesn't mean that beta men are bad by any means. It just means that they could be like a more creative type, or like doesn't mean that they're all like, you know, whiny little baby bitches that still lives in their mom's basement, you know, like not by any means. It just beta, they're not alphas, you know, they're more passive than alpha men are. Like they're less likely to be a leader, like, you know. So I just wanted to point that out to, because whoever watches this, because, you know, I got a lot of flack for a conversation that we had the last podcast, and it made it seem like we were like degrading like beta men. That's not what the case was at all.
We're just saying facts.
Like alphas are providers and protectors by nature, and beta men are the followers by nature. That's all it is. Anyway, that's all.
And also, I will respond to one thing that Elli said. Like, you know, she said that a lot of the younger girls, you know, we already know the dating culture today is very sexually active. You know, women and men are having sex at an earlier age. So the one thing about men, you know, you guys all know this, men do care about a woman's sexuality. So that's why a lot of men don't want to date women who are over the age of 30, because they know that because of, I mean, there's data out there that show that 90% of women in America are sexually active compared to 20% of men. So a lot of men know that if a woman is, by the time, if she's still 30 and hasn't been married, there's a high probability that she has a high sexual mileage, or she's been, you know, ran through by a lot of men. So
I would like to be a part of that, but I'm the 10% that didn't get to participate.
So that's why a lot of guys like go with a younger woman, even though I'm sure younger girls are having sex, but they don't have a lot of mileage compared to the woman that's like 30, 35.
And they don't
40.
have a lot of technique, and you'll just be there like dead fishes, just like, just fuck me.
Yeah. Hey, we can train them up. Hey, I can train you up. I can fix that. But I can't turn your knowledge back down to zero. You know, I can fix the technique. We can fix that. But we can't fix the mileage. Yeah.
Is mileage like body count?
Yeah, body count. What? Body count. Yeah.
I feel like that's insecurity on the men's part.
No, it's not. It's just we're attracted to different things, right?
Yeah.
Like a perfect example would be, would you like to date a guy that's shorter than you, Lesley?
Yeah, not at all. I did. If I look like a drag queen, I'll be 6 feet with heels, no way.
Yeah, but you know, but a lot of men would say, like, you know, why are you feeling insecure, right? But then I would tell men, no, she's not insecure of your height. It's just women are designed to be attracted to men who they can feel safe, protect you. Taller the guy, the more she shows you the ability that you can feel safe, he can take care of you. So it's not insecurity. So the same thing with men. It's like they're not insecure. The body count is just we care about that stuff, right? That's just we care about that stuff. Also, women who tend to show promiscuous behavior, for a lot of men, the biggest fears that we have is paternity. So like, if she's sleeping around for multiple men, there's a high probability that if I do have a child with this woman, maybe this may not be mine. And then and no man wants to raise another man's child.
I shouldn't laugh at that. It's funny. It's so common, and it's so common over here. I just
I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry.
No.
It's a different topic.
It's like, I know, it's like, why does my neighbor's kid look like you?
Why does it look like my man?
I know, it's like, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Oh my God, I hope my neighbors aren't listening. I should have did this inside.
All right. So all right, so let me see if I'm gonna pull up this video real quick. Let me see if we can react to this video. The video I saw, it was trending on social media. And I'm gonna let him. I'm gonna play the video. We can watch it for like 2-3 minutes, and then let me get your thoughts.
Is anybody doing that successfully?
The reason why most women are not dating successfully in their 30s is because of this one reason. And that one reason is because dating is not designed for women in their 30s. That is the simple reason why so many women out there are struggling to date in their 30s. It is no longer designed for you after the age of 30. It is designed for men. And I'm not saying this to spite women or anything like that. I'm just saying this because it's a fact. right? Dating is designed for women under the age of 30. Okay, when you are at your hottest, your most youthful, okay, when you're most fertile, that is when dating is designed to work for you. And this is why I constantly say on this channel, this is the time that you need to take advantage of it. This is the time that you need to put all your cards on the table and you need to make something happen. Okay, because after the age of 30, it's going to get harder and harder, especially as you get older, especially as you age, especially as you begin to lose more and more of your looks. Because for guys, primarily, that is what keeps us attracted to you, is your looks. Okay, your physical attractiveness, your youth, your fertility, that is what keeps us interested. That is what keeps our attention. And the more of that you lose, the less of our attention you get, the less of our attraction you get. Okay? And unfortunately, there are 3.4, 3.5 billion other women out there that we can look at, that we can choose to be with, that we can chase after, that we can pursue. So we don't need to focus on you. And even for girls who are still hot in their 30s, right? And even beyond, there's still, there are a few girls in their 40s too that are still pretty attractive. We are not going to give our full attention, energy, and focus to just you, right? Might give a little bit because you're still a little hot, right? We'll give you that much, but we're not going to give our full attention, energy, attraction, and pursuit to just you. Instead.
All right, ladies. So what do you think? What do you think? What do you think of that video? What's your thoughts? Let me know.
Kind of made my blood boil a little bit.
Go ahead, release it. What do you think?
Well, I don't know. Maybe I feel like men are so entitled. Like, what makes them think that I want to look at them when they're over 30? And yeah, I don't know. I think it's an individual thing if you start to lose your looks when you are over 30 and like look at J-Lo, and she's beautiful, and like these women are beautiful. And I think personally, I think women get finer with age. That's how I see them, but I'm not a man, so I don't know what they really want. So, but I don't know. I think men are kind of entitled.
No, I totally understand what you're coming from, but what he's trying to explain is like I told you before, we have differences in what we look for. Men care more about a woman's looks more than a woman cares about a man's looks. Because for a while, a woman, the most important thing that comes in your priorities when you're dating a man is his financial stability. And that's why you see a lot of young girls, they can date guys that doesn't look as physically as attractive as the younger guys. But if he got money, if you got financial stability.
No, I beg to differ.
Well, yeah, I'm saying, for you, but I'm just saying, but you see a lot of girls,
One smell.
You see a lot of girls, younger girls, date older guys because they got money, because women, that's what you're primarily interested in. Men is not what he looks, it's what he can provide you, the quality of lifestyle he can provide not only for you, for your kids. That's why you rarely see younger guys date older women, but you see a lot of older men date younger girls, because not only the men want the younger girls, but also the younger girls want the older men because they know for sure he can provide stability. So that's why he was saying, it's like, it's not entitlement. It's just, that's what we care. That's what we care, because we're men, we care about your looks. For women, you care about what he can provide, the resources of what he can provide you. And that's why the younger women and older guys tend to work out. And that's why you rarely see any guys that's younger dating older women. I'm sure there's some out there, but if you compare it to the younger girls that's dating older men, it's not as close. It's not as close.
Yeah.
All right. What anything you want to say? Elli, you want to respond back or no?
Yeah, well, I don't know. It always made me so sad. I don't know. I'm so sensitive. I'm a Pisces. I'm a very sensitive woman and all that. And for me personally, looks is not that important. And it makes me really sad when people say, and I know that it's true, but it makes me always sad when I know and I hear and I see in the world that men, like, very big part of what they care about is looks. And it's making me sad, but it's fine. Yeah.
Okay, no worries.
I think
all right. Go ahead, Lesley.
Generalizations is like, we men want looks. Not all men want that.
Well, you're talking about majority of men.
Majority,
Majority men
maybe
care
I
about
shouldn't
looks.
be on this podcast because I don't deal with majority of men.
Uh-huh.
But the men that I do hang out with a lot of older men who do have lots of money. And a lot of them don't want younger women. What they want as they get older, I'm talking about 60, 70. Like, I like younger men, but I hang out with a ton of rich men. And
Yeah.
they want companionship. They can get young girls who want to come on their yacht and just go to dinner. And it's fun for like 2 minutes. But once they get older and they're in the end of their life, those guys, they're like, I really don't care about doing all this like whining and dining and splurging. I want somebody who's gonna be there for me. And I think what it doesn't matter about looks, or even for women too, it's about the heart, your heart condition. If it's gonna be like shitty, like it's maybe like, because I'm Christian, I date to marry.
Mhm.
And if I'm not out here fucking around. I do have a high body count, but I wasn't out there fucking around just trying to be a slut. And so I think if you have the wrong heart condition, then anything, if you look good, you have money, that's not going to work. That's basically what it is.
No worries. Hey, let me ask you, Lesley, like those rich men that you know, right?
Mhm.
The companionship that he's getting, that they're seeking from, they're getting that from the younger women.
No, they don't like younger women.
So
They want
date-
somebody a little bit younger than them. Like
But-
if they're 50,
yeah, are they dating women their age?
they're not.
Oh,
The
so what I'm
girls
saying, they're
that-
dating younger women, right?
No, they're not dating anyone because they're stuck also, just as we're stuck as younger
Yeah.
people. They're like, oh, the girls that come on the boat, that's fine. You know, they party. But
Yeah.
for dating, they're scarred and damaged as well. They don't want to just give all that money or their time to some bimbo,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, like when you look at the society, especially like the celebrities, athletes, men who have a very high socioeconomic status, those types of men, do they usually date the younger women or do they date the older women? It's usually the younger women.
I don't
Right,
know.
you
I
see-
don't watch TV or pay attention to any of that. Sorry.
Yeah, like when we see athletes, see actors, you see billionaires, they always attracted to the younger women. It's just like it's just
Are
it's,
they?
yeah. You see you. I mean, unless you're living in a different world, and maybe you're in a different world, but typically, like if you look at athletes, billionaires, they're always with the younger women, right? Unless they have a lot. I mean, I'm sure there's married ones, but even if they're married, usually
Oh,
there's a
single
scandal.
one.
Yeah, the single. Talk about the single billionaire. Yeah, the billionaires, right? The single
Oh,
women, the men who are single and have higher socioeconomic status, they're usually around it. They're always seeking the younger women, right? All right. So, Tui, what's your response to that video?
I'm not going to dispute it because I know it's true, you know.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I've experienced it, I've seen it. I have a lot of males in my family, amongst my friend group, you know. I mean, like I've lived all over the place, and I just, you know, these are facts. But I do want to like shout Lesley out for dating with intention, because I fucking love that. No one does that anymore. No one
Yeah.
dates with intention. Like
Mhm.
everyone's just dating just to go through the motions, looking for someone better. But like dating with intention, like nobody even knows what that fucking is, and it sucks. But also, Lesley, if you listen, if you can spare any one of those rich older men, just go ahead and just be
yeah,
like,
definitely.
just tell them, listen, my girl Tui, if you pay for her liposuction, she'll look just like she did when she was 27. I'm all there. Some upkeep.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
You're fine.
Tell them
You're
to call
pretty.
me. Tell them to call me.
And,
Yeah, call me too. If they,
Me and Elli. Put ours.
any man who wants to date with intention, because I'm a Christian too, and I don't fuck around. I don't date. Like I live like a 60-year-old nun, because I date with intentions, and none of these guys are doing that. And I see that because I'm a smart woman and I don't want to entertain that. And yeah, I want a man who dates with intentions. So if you know, I don't care if they're 60. So Make them to call me.
Yeah.
60 with a yacht. And
Yachty.
with a yacht. If any 6-year-olds hit up Ellie with a yacht, her friend Tui wants to come on the yacht too.
Yeah,
I got you both.
I have
For sure.
intention.
Yes, my intention
Yeah.
is to drive the yacht.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. And I remember Lesley said the thing like, the heart, right? At the end of the day, the most important thing what Lesley said was the heart, right? Which is right. We should care more about what's the inside. But the thing is about reality is before we could get to know somebody's heart, they have to meet our physical or what we are attracted to. So whatever your standards are, well, for women and men, before we can get to know you, we have to be attracted to you first, and then we get to know your heart.
Yeah, but it literally is like men biologically, like it's looks for them. But like women are more like we don't give a shit about honest. Like, if you look at studies, women don't give a shit about the way you look. They give a shit about resources, and they give a shit about if you're nice to them. Yeah. I'm just watering that down for a whole like complicated subject, but you guys know what you
get it.
Yeah.
And also before we move on to the next topic, I do want to ask you. I think on that video, the last thing I would bring up, I think it's an important thing to say, and I think it's a message that needs to be put out there. I think there should be more encouragement for women to take advantage of their prime years in order to attract a man and not waste it. And then in 30 or 40, they're running around trying to find a man when they had the best opportunity in their 20s. Because I know in America, the dating culture is, is pushing women to like have sex, do this, and don't worry about a man. You can always get a man. But the reality is, the more you get older, the more men are physically not be attracted to you. So I think I think there's a lot of. I think it's a good thing to tell women, hey, like when you're young, take advantage. If you find a good guy, don't take him for granted because you may not find a good guy like that later on. Because I know a lot of girlfriends.
You cannot find one now either. Like
no,
it's crazy out here. It's crazy.
I know a lot of girlfriends that they curved a nice guy because they wanted to fuck with the fuck boys. With the fuck boys more attractive.
No.
I'm not talking about you. I'm just talking about there's a lot of women out there they'll curve the nice guy, but because they want to go with the guy that has the height, the body, the attractive guy, the fuck boy. But then once they hit 30 and realize that their dating opportunities and market is shrinking, then that's when let me go back on my phone and find those nice guys that curve me, but those nice guys already moved on and they already found their woman. So I'm just saying.
That's why I wait for them to get divorced.
The nice guys, they will play you too. So.
Yeah, and then, so that's all I'm gonna say is like, hey, ladies, like you gotta take advantage of your prime years because we hit, like I said, we hit that 30. That wall it's tougher to climb the wall when you can just walk through the door, right?
Well, when you get older, all you have to have is success and money, and then people come flocking to you.
Ooh.
Yes,
old men.
Yes.
Someone told me wherever you are at your level, that's where you're gonna meet the person. Like that's the group of people you're gonna meet is at your level. So once you level up, you get to get better guys. So when you're younger, I mean, you get those young guys.
I would, Lesley, I would say what you just said right now, that's like the worst dating advice to tell women, that the more successful you become, it's the more easy for you to attract men.
No, but it's true.
It's not. It's opposite.
Very much true.
The more successful you are, the harder for you.
You want basic bitches, yeah, you can attract
men. No, there's a multitude of reasons why. Because when it happens is when a woman becomes more successful, you only want to date men with the same success as you. But the thing is, the men who are very successful, they're attracting all types of women, so they have a whole dating pool of women they want to attract. So, and of course, men typically don't want to date. He already brings success to the picture, so he's always more want to date the more feminine woman, the girl that's more very successful, very masculine.
That's a generalization. Because when I was a line cook,
go ahead.
I only messed with other line cooks. But now that I'm a realtor, most of my friends are doctors in a higher social class. So it's kind of
No, if you look at the demographics statistically, there's data out there. The more money a woman makes, and the more the less likelihood she's gonna get married. The women who are high earners and the women who are very successful entrepreneurs, 6 figures, those women are getting married. If you look at the demographic of women between the age of 30 to 45, they don't get married. The women who are getting married are women who have lower socioeconomic status. So it's just because
they have nothing else to do.
no, it's just the women who are successful. Their dating pool shrinks because they only want to date men who are as successful as them. Because women typically want to date up. So if you're making $100,000 a year as a woman, you only want to date guys to make 100,000. But the thing is, the men who are making 100,000 a year, that's only 10% of men. So that means you don't look at the 90% of men who are making less because you only want to date men the same level of success. But men are different. We don't we date down.
There's a lot of lazy ass guys who just want to be housewives. I mean, house husbands. So I mean,
Yes.
women be the high earners, and they're like, yeah, I'll take care of the kids, clean your house. So what about that?
Well, the thing is, women don't want their guy. They don't want their guy to take care of the kids. You want
Are you a woman?
Yeah, I mean, no, I'm not a woman. I'm just saying is,
okay.
no, I'm not saying I'm not a woman. I'm saying is, do you want your man to stay home to take care of the kids?
Sometimes it might work. If I make more money, why not? But that's just me because I'm alpha.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is,
And I'm
women prefer their men to go out there and be the provider and protector. They don't want their man to stay home. Other guys they can be housewives, yeah, but if you look at the majority, I don't know a lot of housewife guys right now.
I know.
okay, I shut up. I can't talk then. I'm not the majority.
Yeah, I'm just saying the majority. I'm saying if you look at the majority, there's barely any housewife guys, which means that the women out there, they still prefer the guy to be the provider, protector. So yeah, so I don't know. That was just my point on that one. It's just the more successful women are, it's good to gonna make it harder. So, and that's just, and if you look at the data, like the women who have the high earners of women out there in America, they're the ones that are not getting married, and the women who come from lower economic class and just want their men to provide, those are the ones that find wives to get married. All right.
Is the most important thing in life to get married though?
Well, it depends on who.
Those
Depends
women
on
who
who
have money, they're like, I can travel and be myself. Why get married?
Yeah.
But a lot of those women who are successful, they're still seeking a guy. They're still seeking commitment. They're still seeking long-term commitment from men. They're still on dating apps. They're still on hiring dating coaches to figure out to get a guy. Those women that
men like Samantha Jones. What's wrong with?
All right, no worries. But yeah, that was the first topic. Thank you guys, everybody's tuning in. Drop a comment, let me know what your thoughts are. I'm gonna pass on to the ladies and they can give us the first topic. So I'll start with you, Lesley. What's the first what's your topic? What's your question you want to bring up?
Okay, only recently, being 39, I got my first dick pic. Okay, in my life. I'm from a different generation, but I do not know why guys think that is a good idea, because girls don't care about your dick if they don't know you. It's dick is dick. Do you know how much times a day women get offered dick? Like, let me help you with your groceries. Let me help you with some dick. Would you like me to help you? Oh, would you like me to help you with dick? Like, everything. And do you really think that, hey, look at this? Like, is this gonna give you some like, ooh, oh my gosh, look at this? Most of the time, girls are just gonna be like, oh my god, look at this. They're gonna show their girlfriend, oh, it is, it's so skinny, oh my god, And so my question is, why do men send dick pics?
Oh, why do men send dick pics? That's a good question.
They send dick pics because there's a chance like someone, maybe not you, but someone will take it. And they're gonna be like,
it's a lot.
They're gonna be like WYA.
It's a lot of averages, and also there's a lot of sluts out there in this world. So one of those sluts will pick it up.
Yeah. It's cool. Hey, I'm not judging. Get yours.
I'm not judging.
Get yours. Like, tell me how it is so I can live vicariously.
I mean, a guy sending a dick pic is the same. For me personally, a guy sending a dick pic is like it's the same thing as a woman posting her ass on social media. You're doing it for attention. Somebody will respond. If you post a thirst trap as a woman, if you've never posted a thirst trap ever in your social media profile, you post your first one, I guarantee you somebody's gonna send you a video.
Oh, you go to my OnlyFans, pay for that shit.
I guarantee you, you post a third strap, some guy out there is gonna send you a DM and like, what's up? And he'll take the bait. Same thing with dick pics. You know, of course, there's gonna be girls that don't know, but he knows a lot of averages. There will be a woman DTF should be down, and it's yeah. That's just that's how that's how it works in the dating culture.
Sorry, I live in a different world. Sorry. Obviously.
And you know what? Hawaii is a different world, though. We live in we're a different society altogether. We have our own rules.
Someone will be like, "Oh, that's your cousin. Oh, I saw your cousin's dick." You know, it would be.
Tui and Elli, do you guys get dick pics?
Yeah, I have in the past. I mean, I don't know why I get them though.
Yeah.
Because if you look at my Instagram, like, there's nothing sexual about it, and I'm just like,
men
will real life.
You know, men who find a way to sexualize everything. You know that, right?
Everything. I mean, there's
you can post an elbow. We'll find.
Yeah. I mean,
get off of that.
You know, I mean, my humor is pretty bad. Like, I got scolded by like an old mentor of mine like a couple of days ago because he was like, he video, like, you know, we had a conference call and he offered me a job, but he would like we were on a Zoom call and he goes, "You got the," he's like he's the tallest Japanese man I've ever met, but he's scary, right? And so he's like looking at me and he does that up down that you do with somebody when you haven't seen them in a long time, and he goes, you got the fat. You still not married?" And I was like, "Oh my God." I was like, "You haven't changed at all." And he was like, "You changed. You look like you eat last 2 years." And I was like, "Oh my God." So after that, I was like, I called my friend and I was like, "Shout out to Pono Colburn. Thanks for helping me work out, guys." But joined a UFC and was like, "Yep, that Japanese guy called me fat. So, you know, we got to do something." He was like, you cannot work for me, fat." And I was like, wow.
Oh my God.
What year is it?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like Japanese culture. He can say whatever he wants because he's, you know.
Yeah. All right. So the Japanese guy, was that the guy that sent you the dick pic?
That would have been that would have been hilarious if he.
No, that wasn't him.
Yeah. No. This is someone that I internship for at Goldman Sachs years ago in college. But he was like an old mentor of mine, and he was like scolding me like, "You're wasting your time posting all this nonsense on social media, low quality." And I was like, wow. So anyway.
Yeah. All right. So Elli,
check.
So Elli, you get dick pics too, Elli?
Yes, but they go to the DM request, and I don't open my DM request that often. And when I do, I open it, and then Instagram is like blurring the pic so that you can only see the shape of what is under the picture. And you gotta press like the button. I don't remember what it says, but it says something, "This might be sensitive content" or something like that.
Yeah.
And when I see the shape, I'm not even gonna I just leave. Yes. So
okay.
Yeah, they sent them. Yeah, but I don't know. That's kind of like the same thing that what do men expect happen from that? Because that's the same thing when cars are driving past you and they honk or they stop and say "Hola, mamacita," like in Spain. They really in traffic. They stop the car, they roll out the window, and they say, "Hi, how are you? Can I have your Instagram?" Like something, and yelling something like "Ooh." Da, 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 da. Do they think that I'm gonna be like, "Oh my God, thank you so much. Here's all of my information. Like, thank you for the." I just know that is like, what do you expect happens from catcalling? Like, why do people do that?
Because there's always that chance that somebody's going to answer the catcall. They're really that's all it is. Because it's like they wouldn't dream of coming up to you and having a regular conversation because they're pussies. So they'll yell like insane things like from a car or like across the street or when they're working, because they're like, somebody one day is going to turn around and then, you know, I can get her number and show her what a great guy I am, you know.
Oh my God, that's so
really
crazy.
I know it's stupid, but it's really all it is. And it's like, if you really ask any guy who works in construction, Like why they
Oh,
do that. If they're not pussies, they'll tell you like exactly what I said.
Oh
They're
my
like,
God.
they're just like, it's in the off chance some hot girl is gonna walk by, I'm gonna whistle at her and she's gonna turn around instead of giving me the finger.
Oh my God. Someday,
Yeah.
give your hopes up.
Yep.
Yeah. That's how about just love averages for guys. You know, we're just gonna keep shooting until one of them falls in. This is how.
Yeah. Hey, where's your gunshot sound effects?
That's all you gotta do. Just keep shooting.
Just
All
keep
right.
shooting.
All right. So yeah. Anyways, yeah. That was the topic. Dick pics. So if you guys got some nice pictures, yeah, these ladies may or not want to see that. Don't want to see it. Don't want to see that. And of course, like, you know, if you the one thing I would say for a lot of men out there sending dick pics, I ain't judging, but I'm just saying is like if you're looking for something serious from a girl, that's not the best way to start it off. Yeah, if this is so if you're doing for the if you're trying to get, yeah, I mean, do that. But if this is a girl you really like, I highly I don't recommend you start off your relationship or your first impression with the girl that you really like with a dick pic.
Yeah.
I wouldn't suggest that. All right, but some guys do it. I know guys that like, you know, I really like this girl. Maybe I should send her a dick pic. I was like, bro, no, don't send her a dick pic. Don't. But that's just the dating culture today. All right, so we'll move on. Ellie, what's your question? What's your question topic, Ellie?
My question is that why do men kind of entertain you and approach you and talk to you and you date and you see each other and then they're still kind of cold, even though, like, why do men entertain you, but you clearly see, if you're a smart woman, you see that they're not really interested, but they still entertain you. So why is that?
So you're saying is that what you're saying is you're not giving them attention? Is that what you're saying?
No, but they like talk to you and they ask, huh?
They string you along, like they backburner you, like they keep you.
Yes, like I
and
don't know
then
what is it.
they're looking
Okay.
for something better.
Okay,
Yeah.
so perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, Ellie, it's pretty simple. If men are doing that to you, just stringing you along, it means they have a roster of women. So they have multiple women they talk to, and you're just one of those other girls in that roster. So he's just doing enough to keep you in his rosters, keep your attention, right? He's just doing barely enough, but he keeps you around, so that way he's not blowing you off because he's gonna find a way. You know, he's gonna lose you. He's gonna lose that roster spot. But he's doing enough. He's just giving you enough attention and time, so that way when he needs you, he can come back to you if he needs to. So there's other women that he is already entertaining, because men, once we find the woman that the two types of girls that men look at: the girl that we want to have sex with and the woman that we want to commit. So when men find that man, when he's ready, whenever that time is, when men find that woman he's really commit, he's gonna do everything. He's gonna do everything the right way for the woman he loves and he wants to commit to. But if he's not in that stage, but if you're not that good, if you're not the main girl or the main wife, or you're not that, or he's not at that time of period of his life, then he's just, like you say, you're just another girl he's talking to, and you're part of that roster. You're part of that roster.
Like, if someone is doing that to me, am I wasting my time thinking that maybe he will
Of course.
he will
Yeah. Yes. If you will know if he's the one. Like, you'll know. Like, they always say, like, cliche, oh, when you know it's the right one, it's like that bitch is gonna do everything he can to be with you.
He will do everything he can.
Yeah.
When a man wants to commit to you, when he finds that woman that he really, really wants to be with, he will do everything he can to make sure that he gets you. And anything you ask him to do, he will do.
I want that.
Yeah, it just means hey, you're still 23, you're still young. So you have time.
No, I'm not young.
You're still young, you got time. But like you said, but now you know, so that way you can avoid those types of men and don't waste your time with those men and go to attract a guy that's going to take you seriously.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, just
So they're just wasting. So basically, they're just wasting my time. And yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I see how it is.
And
Yeah, they're too beautiful to fuck with trash. Like they're just
Yes.
I
trash.
know, right?
To the trash. Let's go.
You. Yeah, throw the trash away. You don't collect it and put it in your backpack. No. Bye.
Yeah. So just evacuate that roster spot. Okay. All right. Anybody want to add to that? Anybody want to add to what Elli said?
Actually,
Julie?
yeah, I do. And I don't want to sound like a fucking therapist because I'm not. I just know shit, okay? Elli, there's a way that you can tell if they're fuckboys or not, or if they're low quality. I shouldn't say fuckboys. Let's sound okay. You can tell if they're low value men. Like if he doesn't care much about anything at all, if he's like really smooth and like anything that comes out of his mouth, like you guys have so much in common and you just met, he makes things all about you. And it seems like he's in love with you right away. Like there are signs that you can tell that he's a low value man, but you just gotta like pay attention and look because you like sometimes people are getting really good nowadays because you don't know if people are being charming or a sociopath. So you really got to like pay attention to what they're saying, what they're doing. Like usually you can tell, and like you obviously can't like just ask like, are you just fucking with me, because anyone can lie, but like I think asking the right questions is gonna like there are ways that you can like double speak, I guess. Like you are asking one thing but mean another. We're women, we're good at that.
Yes.
Yeah. And also is having your set of values, what are important to you. So for like as a Christian, for me it was praying, somebody who's gonna pray with me all the time. And so like when your values are in line, then it will be easier to tell who is right for you and who's not, even if they're saying all those things.
Yeah. I see that. Yeah.
And also Elli, that's something I always tell like a lot of my good friends is like, especially my girlfriends, like when a man's the one way you can tell if a man's really interested in you and he has good intentions for you is when he makes it clear when his commitment is very clear. He provides clarity. He doesn't provide, like, he's very transparent. Like he lets you know, hey, I'm interested, I want you to be my girlfriend, I want to spend time with you. He lets you know that this is moving towards something. Like he makes it really, really clear for you. It's not vague. Like, what are we doing? Where are we going with this? Men are like, if they want you, if they want to commit to you, they'll make it very clear the way he moves and by his actions and his consistency. So you will never feel like that whether or not he has good intentions for you, because the guys that are committed to you, they will make sure that because when they really like you, they don't want you to talk to no other guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they want to make sure that I'm with you, I like you, I'm not you're the one for me, and so he wants to communicate that with you, so that way he knows that you're not going to go out there with our guys, because guys know that if we don't give you commitment to that woman, then you will talk to other guys. But if he's wasting your time and he's just part of the roster spot, he doesn't care if you're talking to other guys, as long as when he's ready to call you, then you respond. Of a guy that's really committed to you, he does not want to share you with any other man, or he doesn't want to give you the impression that you can give your attention to another man, because he's giving you everything you need, and he's going to display that thoroughly, and consistently. Like if he's not showing you none of that, then that's 100%. He's wasting your time, or he just wants sex. He just wants sex from you. That's it.
Thank you. That was very valuable information. Thank you so much. Yes. Yeah. Thank you.
No worries. Okay. And all right, so that was Elli's question, and then we're gonna move on to Tui. What's your question?
I don't think they're shallow questions, but they might be. Like, what do you guys think of interracial dating? Like, do you have a racial preference when you date people? Like, do you care what color they are?
Oh, okay. Elli, go ahead. Start it off.
No, I've dated all types of guys. I don't like. Nobody believe me, but I don't really get attracted to looks. I get attracted to when I see their personality, and if they're like vibing with me on the same levels energetically and all that, that gets me like interested and sexually attracted and attracted in general. I don't really, I dated all types of guys. That's not something I like choose them like over.
Okay, I have a question because I'm the same way, but they all have they all have the same traits in common. They're confident, they're masculine, and like, you know, they look like they can fuck some shit up. You know, they look like men. You know, like they're a man's man, right? Everything. Yeah, I figured. I thought we might be. Same.
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
So yeah, that's yeah. So I guess it's a little bit about looks, yes, because they are like my friends are always making jokes that they all kind of look similar because they're like big guys who can really fuck shit up if they want. So yeah, I guess
right, because they look like they can protect you, right? Like yeah, same.
All right, okay, all right, for sure. All right, so both Tui and Elli, doesn't matter for you. You know, you don't have no preference. Like whoever's that strong guy that can pick you up, fuck it up. You know.
Well, I mean, it's not just, you know, there's not like, it's attractive, like a man who's masculine and like is confident in like what he does, you know, but it's more than that. It's, can you carry a conversation? Are you passionate about what you do? You know, do you have a passion? Like, you know, there's other things to it, but like initially, I don't care if they're, it sounds horrible because like I feel like people get better looking the better I know them, because like I just you know, I mean,
when you like somebody, they just become more attractive.
Yeah, like because you know, we've all dated like the best looking dudes or, you know, chicks, like we've all done that, but then like you know, and but like from a young age though, I knew like what I liked, but you know, I'm gonna bring up a Freudian theory, guys. Sorry, like women tend to date someone like their dad. You know, my dad he's a good man, he's a good listener, he's a masculine dude, he takes care of his family. So like those are qualities that I'm attracted to. So like when I see it in someone, like I'm an automatic like, hey, what, like, who are you? You know?
Yes.
Like
also, like you said, you guys want a masculine man. Do you like a traditional man?
I do, like I prefer
a traditional man,
you know, because you know, the way that we were, just the way that I was raised, you know, is, you know, but yeah, you know what?
Okay.
Yeah.
How about you, Elli?
Like,
Elli, do you like traditional man?
Anyone's teachable though. Just want to throw that out there.
You're good.
What do you mean by that? Like wanting to get married, making kids, or in what kind of way traditional?
The traditional man, right? He's the provider, protector, the leader. He works, you stay home. Like the traditional man, right? Traditional, he's masculine.
Yes. Honestly, yes. I want to have a alpha male who protects me and takes care of me, and you know what? Yes.
Okay. All right.
I do. Yeah.
All right. So for all the traditional men out there, just shoot your shot. All right. Lesley, same question. I think to Elli. Interracial. Do you have a preference, interracial or no?
I am 12 ethnicities, so everyone is interracial.
That's
so,
true.
like,
that's true.
But I tend to lean toward very specific, because I have dated all kinds of things, and I just found that I like more Japanese Korean, just because I'm shallow also. Sorry, I am shallow. No. Yeah, I'm shallow.
When you say shallow, what do you mean by that?
Like, I do go for looks, because I've had guys who didn't. So for me at this point, I'm like, if it's, I'm a realist. I'm very optimistic, but I'm realist. So if things are not going to work out,
no,
I do not want to be made a fool of. Like,
no.
I spent so much time on ugly fucker, you know, and I did that before. So I'm like, they're going to be hot, they're going to be ambitious, They are going to have money. They are going to be able to complement me in the business world as well as my family life. And I was single for 5 years, and that's why it was so hard to date, because everything I wrote down, I manifested, and everyone's like, you need to lower your standards. And I'm like, fuck that. Then, you know what? I'm going to risk it. I'm going to risk not having those things, but I eventually did get it. So everybody's interracial. I am a little shallow, and I'm not looking for that traditional because I already have my child. He's going to be almost out of the house. So for me, it's like half life. I'm on that second life where I just want to build all these businesses and then be able to have fun.
Okay.
Girl, Lesley,
I
we need to
add-
network, girl. Hit me up after this.
Yes.
Can I
definitely.
add?
Go ahead.
Can
Go
I
ahead, Elli.
add
Go ahead, Elli.
to Leslie's answer? Like 100% agree. I don't mean traditional in a way that I want to make 5 kids and have a house, buy a house somewhere and just live like that. That type of traditional, like the lifestyle traditional, I don't want that, honestly. I wanna be successful. I have a vision board too that I like to I have the manifestation journey too, and I want to have a big successful life, and I know I will have that, and not a traditional life in the lifestyle way, but in the man way. I want to have a man who is traditional, like big and takes care of me, but not the lifestyle. Yes.
Okay. Now, yeah, I would say to you, I would respond to you, Elli, that if you want to be successful, like I said, you're entitled to whatever you want to do for your life. But the thing is, if you want to be very successful and you want to live your dreams and do everything on your own, typically those are not the type of women that traditional men are looking for.
I know, that's why I'm single.
So that's what I'm saying. If you want, you can't get the sometimes you can't, because I do hear women say that, but you can't get the both of both worlds. Either you want to be with the traditional guy.
I know, I'm ready to give up the man.
I'm just saying the probability, right? Like, if you want a very traditional man, then more likely, like the traditional men are just looking for the submissive feminine women. You're not looking for her to be successful. But if you want to be successful, then that means you have to look for the type of guy that you're gonna attract. It's not the traditional guy. It's the guy that's like, very successful entrepreneur. He's doing his thing, and then you can meet him and figure it out your lifestyle together. But usually the guys, like we brought up early in the podcast, the guys that's very successful, those guys are always looking for the younger, for the younger girls and the girls are usually more submissive to him. So he's not looking for his equal.
I know. Okay. Maybe I understood the question wrong because the language barrier and everything. But yes, when you explain that, I don't want to have a traditional man. If that's what. Yeah. Because I mean that I want to have a man too who is protective, big, and everything, but they don't want to have the traditional lifestyle either. So I guess that means that I don't want to have a traditional man.
Yes. You want a guy that's very successful, travel the world.
Yes.
You guys can do all those things.
Who has big ambitions, big dreams, is taking care of himself and don't want to settle down in some one house their whole life. Yes, that type of guy.
You want to build with, right? You want to build a life together. Not just to be like, ready-made, here, I'm going to take all your money. Like, nobody wants that. We want building.
Yeah, so you're in the perfect years, you're in the prime right now. This is the best time for you to attract those type of men. You take advantage of your 20s, dude. That's your best shot.
Let's enjoy it.
Got it already.
Yeah. All right. Don't wait to hit the wall. Don't wait to the wall. All right. So that was Elli's question. All right, ladies. So so I guess the rotation is back to me. So okay, we're gonna go back to my question. So my question, I have a video. We're gonna react to it, and then I'll get your response. So I know Lesley. She's a realtor, doing very great things. She's very successful. So the video I'm about to show you guys is a video about a lot of women who are very successful, but they don't understand why the men who are at the same level of success as them, they're not looking for them. They're looking for the younger, more attractive than a woman. And then this woman, I saw this trending on social media, and she answered why guys. That's why I disagreed with Lesley when she said, if a woman wants to find out a man, be very successful. And for me, I have a different opinion. Is the more successful a woman is, because women are always looking for. I think we all said it. Women are always looking for the alpha, masculine, superior guy that can take care of her. So the thing is, a man that's very successful, he's not looking for his equal. He's just looking for somebody. He's not looking for a woman to be successful as him. He's just looking for a woman that can provide all the things that he's not providing, which is love, femininity, care, and nurturing. But I'm gonna play this video, and then we're gonna react to it, and let me know your thoughts.
So I hear a lot of men asking, well, what do you bring to the table? And women are now so attractive and, making money and all these things. So we feel like, well, that automatically makes me a good catch. Look at me, I'm attractive and I make some money. Do you understand that even if you have a good paying job, a man will walk past your 6-figure making self and as attractive as you are and go to the mugly girl at Burger King because she knew how to be his piece and how to give him what he really was looking for? It doesn't matter what you make. Men don't care. When men ask you, what do you bring to the table? They're simply asking, do you know how to be my peace? Will you listen to me? Will you encourage me? Will you help me to pursue my dreams and to be a better man and a human being? Are you compassionate? Are you kind? Are you loving? Are you nurturing? Will you pray with me? Will you pray for me? I'm out here fighting the world. I don't want to come home and fight with you too. If I'm going to fight, I hope that you'll fight with me and fight for me. Are you going to be everything that I need? Because at the end of the day, what I'm really looking for is peace and stability. They will walk past everything if you're not that.
Ladies, so what is your response to that question? And I'll start with you, Ellie. Go ahead. I'll start with you, Ellie. What's your response to that video?
My personal response to that video was that it's true, but I'm kind of an alpha female, and I have done that for a man. I was his piece. I was his little cleaning lady. I was his little everything that's said. And they still fuck me over. So I'm not personally ever gonna do that again. That I'm trying to like really trying to be everything, like not telling my feelings because I wanna be his piece. If he do something bad, I'm not gonna say it because I wanna be his piece and I don't wanna upset him. I have done all of that and I still got fucked over. So I'm not gonna do that.
But what didn't you say? You just met the wrong person? And then do this, and then that way just be more aware, be smarter to pick the right man, so that way, and do the same things, so that way.
If I will find a man who will show me that they want me, if I find a man who I am vibing, if I find a good man, I will do that again because I know I am a good catch, and if I would find the right man, I would be the best I can be to him. But until someone really gives me a reason to do all of that again, I'm not gonna open myself like that ever again.
Okay. No, yeah. The only thing I would say is because you wanna attract a good man, right, Ellie?
Yes.
Okay, so the thing is, the way you attract a good man is by doing the very things that those men are looking for. But if you can't get him first and then show him. You have to.
But you will do it so many times to different guys that you kind of get dead inside.
Well, the thing is, you have to learn. You have to learn from what happened last time, so you don't make the same mistake next time. If you learn from your past experiences, but like I said, you can't not do them and expect that guy to find you. The way those guys find you is by doing those very things that they're interested in and attracted to, and then they see it, and they're like, "Oh, that's the type of girl I'm looking for," and that's how they come to you. But if you don't,
how do you do that without knowing the guy?
Just being the nurturing, the loving, the caring woman. You like all those things that woman showed that put on that list.
I don't think she's not doing that. You seem pretty caring and nurturing. Like you're a nice person. I think the thing that I don't like that they're like, when anyone deals in absolutes, like this is always and this is never, why does a successful woman have to be cold and I'm all about my money? Like you can have a successful woman who cares about her husband's feelings. It doesn't have to be like that. I don't think Ellie is not being nurturing and caring. I just think these guys are just like she's not going to give all if she doesn't see that. So I don't know how she's going to be nurturing like the way you think she should
Well,
be.
well, the thing is,
Elaborate.
every woman is nurturing, caring, but then there are a lot of women out there that's very masculine. And if you're a very masculine woman, the thing is, you don't show you show more of your masculinity instead of showing your femininity. So, thing is, for a lot of men, if they can't see your femininity, you're nurturing, caring, and loving because successful women tend to be very masculine because that's how you need to act like to be able to dominate and compete in the industry or whatever the world or whatever corporate whatever your career is, right?
Do you know how to turn it off?
Well, like I said, well, some women don't know how to turn it off. That's why a lot of masculine and women who are high earners don't attract marriage. So for guys who are very confident, ambitious, and successful, they're looking for that nurturing, caring, and then the women who are very that are very feminine and they want to be housewives. They show more of that than the women who are going out there into the world and trying to be successful entrepreneurs. Because in order to be an entrepreneur successful, you have to be very masculine. And so
but to be an entrepreneur, you have to be very flexible. So I don't know like where you get that, but from my experience of being an entrepreneur, real estate, I also have a chocolate business.
Yeah.
You know, like I also do other media things, and it's like you have to be very flexible, and it's not like I can just be like, oh, this is the way it is, I'm a fucking alpha female. You know that do you know what a sigma male is?
No,
it's not an alpha or beta. It's a very rare type that is matched with the alpha and is able to not just be a bitch, but to complement that woman. So I'm sorry, I don't know where you're getting your information. Where it's like most, I don't believe in generalization. Yeah,
well, I mean, everything's general. There's truth. The reason why it's generalized because it's truth to it. In a generalization where most women would date taller guys, right? That's what I'm saying. That's why
about different people like Elli. She's not most women. The women you have here are not most women.
Well, like I said, I'm talking about generalization. What's happening in the dating culture? What the majority? You know what I'm saying? So majority of men, majority of women. So I'm not like this. We all come from different experiences, but if you want to talk about attracting a man, then the smartest move would be to behave and act in a way where majority of men find you attractive. Like if a majority of men like these certain type of women, it would be smart to act that way. If a majority of women like these certain type of men, ambitious and confident, successful, then if you're a man, you'd be like, you know what? If a lot of girls like being a successful man, that's what majority of women are asking for. Then it is a good idea to go out there and be a successful man and not be a bum. Because if you're a bum as a man, let's be honest, most women wouldn't date a bum. So the majority of women want a successful guy. So that's why, like I said, that's why there's truths in the generalities. Anyways, but yeah. So Elli, so you said that. I'm sorry. What did you say again?
I am just gonna be myself, and if men don't like that, I honestly don't give a flying fuck. That's just the truth. Like I am at the point in my life that I really honestly I don't care. Like if I'm gonna be single for the rest of my life, I'm fine with that. But I'm not gonna play some gentle woman who talks like this and like be something I'm not. If men don't like the way that I am, then shit, I don't care. Honestly, I don't care. Men have not provided me enough emotionally, financially, nothingly for me to change myself for them. That's my answer.
Okay, no worries. All right. Tui, what was your response to that video?
Oh my god, I totally forgot what it was. Oh, hold on. Okay.
You're talking about how like a lot of successful women don't understand why guys who are successful in their level just walk past them and go for the woman that's not as successful, but they're more feminine, nurturing, caring, and loving.
So everything she said is legit, because essentially men just want someone who's going to be there to comfort them, hug them and love them and tell them that they're fantastic, cook for them on occasion and be nice to them. But at the same time, for what Lesley said, I just want to like say really quick, like there's, I mean, if you just strip away like gender from alpha, you have masculine and feminine energy women.
Yeah.
And like for women who are, because I know a lot of masculine energy women. I have masculine tendencies, but I blanket it with feminine charisma, you know. And so like some men are attracted to it, but like because I've worked in a corporate setting for so long, like sometimes I forget to turn it off. So like it's not attractive to men who were in the same corporate like status as I was. You know what I mean? Because it's not attractive to them. But masculine energy women, like they tend to be attracted to men in their same social status or, you know, career wise also. But the thing is, those men aren't attracted to them because they don't know how to turn it off. You know, like, so they're a masculine energy female at work. And then when they come home, like nobody wants to compete with their partner, you know, no one wants to compete with their partner. Like they want to be loved, you know, they want to be fucked and they want to be fed. Like if you get it down to the general, shit, I forgot what else I was going to say. Oh, the Sigma male also, just want to touch base on that. Cause I read about that too. My mom sent me this article from I don't know if you guys have heard of the Pew Research Center, but like they do all these people studies. They're actually really awesome. They did a study on, you know, Sigma males as well. And they're like more of a quiet, silent leader, but essentially they have all the traits of an alpha, but they're not as loud or outgoing. You know, they're like the mysterious guy in like the corner or whatever. Like that would be a Sigma male, but like those are rare, you know, because essentially anyone can pretend to be a Sigma because they end up being a beta.
Yeah.
Because they're faking it, you know. But yeah, like what she said was legit. Like men, that's what men want. But like women in a corporate setting, they're attracted to powerful men. But those powerful men they want their secretaries. They don't want your ass.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm not saying that it's everybody, but like because
majority.
The majority. Because I have worked with a lot of white older men, and I gotta tell you, like that what they want is like a softer, feminine. Like they want their secretary. Realistically, like they don't want to be with the woman that they work with. They'll fuck her, but they won't be with her.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly. Yeah,
it's true.
That sounds so fucked up when I say it out loud, but I swear to like it's
true.
I'm basing this off of experience, and I've spent the last like 15 years in you know, working in a corporate workplace and like.
I mean, if you look at all the successful men, right? How many successful men you see marry a woman that's in the same level of field or industry as in, right? Like you don't see it. You rarely see it. They always marry the beautiful women. They always marry the beautiful submissive women. They're just, you know, that's what men are attracted to. Like if you look at all successful men, like I don't see Steve. Look at Steve. What's his name? Jeff Bezos, the richest man in the world. He's not marrying another entrepreneur billionaire. He's marrying who was that girl, that big boob girl, the Latina big boob girl. Like, you know, that's the woman he's going for, right? So it's like I said, like the thing is for men don't want to date them. Like I said, very masculine men don't want to date like another man. I don't want to date somebody that I feel like I'm competing with another man, or she's trying to fulfill the role of a man in my relationship, because very masculine men prefer to be the man, provider, protector for his woman, and that's the biological nature of most men. But there are very beta men, like you said. There's beta men out there, the more submissive feminine men, that they want their woman. They don't care if their woman is if the provider, protector, if the woman is more successful. But the problem with that is the woman that's more successful and more alpha, she's not attracted to him. The alpha woman most alpha women still want the alpha man to be able to dominate her, so that way she can bring out her femininity. A very alpha woman will not be vulnerable to a very submissive feminine man. The only way she can bring out her femininity is she needs to be with a man that can lead her and follow her and dominate her. But the thing is, those alpha men don't want to deal with that. They just want the feminine woman. Yeah, and that's just the confusion for a lot of people today in the dating world, especially the successful women. Like, because I know a lot of girls are entrepreneurs. Are like, how come these guys are entrepreneurs in my social circle, my job? They don't want me. I'm like, because men want feminine women. They don't want masculine women. If you can show more of your femininity, but it's very hard because you chose to be successful, and I'm nothing. Be successful, but that's just one of the things that come with it. If you do want to be a very successful woman, it's going to be really, really hard for you to attract the type of men that you want, because you can still attract any guy. You know, any guy will have. I'm sure all your women, this guy just lining up that will be willing to wife you, but it's not about the type of men you can attract. It's the type of the men that you want to attract. All right. Yeah. And Lesley, anything you want to respond about that video? Pretty good. All right. So yeah, we'll just go back in rotation, and we'll bring up some questions, and this is gonna be the final round of rotation, ladies. So hopefully you got some the questions that the controversial questions, the topics that you guys want to bring out. This is the time. So I'll start with you, Tui. What's that question?
Fat girl dating.
Fat girl dating.
Fat girl dating. I don't think I really have I can't formulate a question. Well, I don't know. What do you guys think about it? Like, I think most like bigger women, because I still think like fat is a description. It's not a class of people, you know, and so many people get offended. I understand. Like, I really do, you know, I got fat. Like, I get it. But like, it's not a permanent like lifestyle. And like, I saw something. Is it something you posted? I don't know, something you posted about like these bigger women, and they were saying that they their unrealistic expectations or something. I don't know, but like, I know that a lot of bigger women think they have a harder time dating, or they you know, and they're like, oh,
you're talking about the obese women.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't remember the video exactly, but like, it's, I mean, okay, like, yes, they can get any man they want, but I mean, essentially it's like, if you're looking at long term, you know, because like, I keep saying this and I'm just not sounding like a douchebag. Like, guys will fuck whoever.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, will they be with you long term? And so like, talking to some of my friends who are males, because you know, I mean, it started out as a joke, and then I was just like, no, but seriously, like, so some of them were just straight up like, I'd be embarrassed to be seen with a fat girl. I totally fuck her, but I don't want to be with her because like it shows me that she doesn't have self-control.
Self-control and discipline.
And then it shows me that she's lazy and you know, she might not be able to take care of me. And then I was like, what you said, like, subconsciously, you probably don't even know this, but like, it's true. Like, men are attracted to women with, like, we call it the 7 to 10, right? Like the hips, which are like, you know, have to be birthing hips, and they're attracted to like women who smile more, you know, and who look like they're having more fun, like these. And like, for bigger women, you don't really see a lot of that. I was about to say, like, tell a joke, but I don't think I should.
You should have. Yeah, but okay.
Not that, I mean, there's nothing wrong with like being a bigger woman, but like, I don't know, you know, like, women in general have a hard time. So like, I know that it's just hard to like date when you're bigger. Yeah. All right. So your question is like, do men like, what's the question? I don't even know. I just brought up the topic because I mean, you brought it up first when you posted that. I just barely saw that. No. I mean, you know, if when it comes to bigger women, I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, we all know, like, if you know, most men, if they had a choice, you know, they would prefer like the best, you know, the most attractive, slimmest girl that they can get. Now everybody's different, but when I was made that video, I'm talking about like the obese women who are very obese, overweight, very unhealthy. So and they choose to remain that way, and they don't work to improve their health and improve themselves. Not today, but for me, it's like, if you're overweight, obese, dating should not be your priority. You know, your priority should be yourself and take care of your physical health, so that way you can live a long life. That's the most important thing.
But I would say is, you know, if you are overweight and obese as a woman, it is going to be hard to attract a guy, because most guys, we talked about before in the beginning of this podcast, we care about looks, we care about we want to make sure we're attracted to you, so we want to have sex with you. And being obese and overweight is not sexually appealing and sexy and sexually attractive for most men. And I know a lot of women will be like, a lot of fat women, you know, guys who have sex with me, yeah, guys who have sex with you, but the thing is, a lot of women don't confuse sexual attraction from commitment attraction.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have, just because guys want to have sex with you does not mean that they want to marry you and commit to you. So just so like those women who are obese and overweight, yeah, like they have sex with you, but how many guys want to commit to you? How many guys are proposing to you? And you even said one of your friends said like most guys don't want to be seen in public.
Yeah.
So that's just the reality. And of course, the social media, the dating apps, there's always a better option out there, ladies. So that's what I'm saying is like, if you're not willing to put in the work and take care of your health, there's another woman out there just doing it and take care of her health. And then most guys will naturally go with the better selection. So yeah, that's just my. And then I always tell this to a lot of women, and this is very hard to hear, but I always tell women, guys are only as low as their options. So if you're overweight, obese, and the guy's with you, you know, for me, I was telling you, hey, that you may be his only option, but if a guy is very successful, improving, working on himself, he's gonna attract multiple options. So if he has multiple options, he's gonna select the best woman possible and the most attractive woman possible.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's just how it is in the real world. Elli, do you want to respond to that? Any question? Anything you want to say?
Not really. Men, that's true that what Tui said, that what Adriana Lima said, like she doesn't get impressed over men wanting to have sex with her and finding her appealing, because men will literally be with anyone. That's true, that men will literally be with anyone, which actually brings me to my question, and it is it possible for a man to be loyal and not cheat?
Of course, it is possible.
Is it?
Yeah. But you have to understand is men are only loyal to the type to the woman that he wants. Right. So
but they can be married for years and they still cheat. And they seem to be so happy and everything, and then they still cheat. I would like to understand why.
Well, I mean, there's multiple reasons why men and women do cheat too. So, you know, men cheat and women too. Women too do cheat in a relationship. But just because they're cheating does not mean that men and women are not loyal. You know, there are, you know, there's a multitude of reasons why men and women cheat. But the best way to make sure you ensure attraction, commitment from a man is being the type of woman that men are attracted to. So if you become that woman that he's attracted to, that makes him happy, and the same thing for men. If you want to make sure that your woman is satisfied with you, you have to become the man that she wants. Makes her happy.
But they still cheat.
No, what I'm saying is this for those people that cheat, that's a different scenario. But there are people out there that their marriages work is because both partners are both providing what each other wants, and they work on the relationship and they build it and they put in effort. The problem with a lot of times when people cheat is usually one of them are not putting the effort in. So people, especially in today's dating culture today, let's be honest, a lot of people ain't really putting that effort into their relationships. I don't know if you guys been dating with people now. Like people are expecting relationships to be easy. People are not used to putting effort and discipline and work into the relationship, because people think relationships, because of social media, people think relationships is just fun and partying and posting pictures. But there's a lot of effort and responsibility and duty that goes into a relationship. And if you find the right person, that's willing to invest into you, that loves you, commits to you, and you're willing to reciprocate that, then the likelihood of that is going to work out. But a lot of times people go into relationships with the wrong people. People go into relationships insecure, broken, bring their traumas. They have trust issues, but like there's a lot of reasons people go into relationships. But the thing is, they're in the wrong relationship, or they're not putting effort into the relationship, and that's why a lot of relationships don't work. But if you find the right person, take your time, work on yourself, improve yourself, and you reciprocate that, and you do the things that you know that makes them happy. They do the things that make you happy. Then the likelihood of that working out is gonna work. But if you just go into relationships and then no communication, pick the wrong man, you know, and all these things that people tend to do, and it's very toxic, and you stay in that toxic relationship, then that's probably the likelihood of that relationship is probably gonna end up falling apart, or somebody's gonna cheat.
Yeah.
But yeah, of course, there's a lot of good men out there. I think you gotta have to be more optimistic. I think you've been around a lot of bad men,
No,
bad
but
relationships.
that's like honestly, truly, that's the biggest problem in this. Like, I don't know if it's like reason with this generation or something, but it's really hard to find a guy who approach you and ask you on a date, and then you always find out that they have a girlfriend at home, or they have a wife and 5 kids or something. Like it's so, I get so much approaching from men who have literal families, and they still approach you. They have wives, they have everything, like looking so good on social media, and they still approach you on Instagram.
So these are dudes you're finding through Instagram?
Yeah. Where do you meet these
They
men?
are messaging me on Instagram, and then I go to their page and do a little research, and they have like whole families.
Okay, so when it comes to attracting the right men, if you're the location and where you go, it really plays a big deal. So like if you're a social media, for me, I know that I looked in your profile, you're a social media influencer, right? So the thing is, you post a lot of pictures of yourself and you put your body out there. So
yes,
a lot of that,
that means that I know that attracts men, but the men who have families should not have the urge to message someone good looking on Instagram.
I know, but that's how social media works. Is guys who are in family are gonna message girls out there would post their bodies out. That's just life. That's social media for you. So those guys that's on your profile are reaching out to you because of how you portray yourself sexually on your page. So for you, because you do that, that's how you post yourself, it's probably not a good idea to take any of those guys in your DM seriously, because you already know why.
No, I'm not. But it gives me the idea that why would I ever want to get married? Because these married men are doing this. And like, I don't want to be ever in the situation that I'm married and I am taking care of our kids and our house and doing all of that. And then he is messaging someone on Instagram telling them how they want to take you on a ride with their Ferrari and something like that.
Yeah.
Like, that is so sickening.
So that's
and
what I'm
the
saying.
girls have no idea. The girls have no idea their husband is doing this.
That's what I'm saying. Is your dating pool is in the part where a lot of cheaters are in. So if you want to find high quality men, then try something at a different place. Go to a community. Go to a church. I'm not saying church is a guarantee, but I'm just saying go to places where you see a lot of men who have good character.
Community events.
Yeah. Volunteers.
Volunteer
charity work. Go to places where men show, like, it shows they have to, like, their character shows a lot in those type of areas, and then that's where you need to go to. But finding men on social media is the same thing as trying to find a man in a club.
I wouldn't worry too much about like finding someone that are like the people in your DMs, because I mean,
trash.
I know.
Trash.
Well, how do you meet people?
Go outside, walk out.
Oh no. Oh,
Where?
okay. So
actually, the thing I really, sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay, so like at a nice restaurant with like a bar, but like not just any restaurant, but like a nice one at a bar. Go have find a regular spot that you go like once like a week or something that you have dinner at, like have dinner by yourself. Don't just go to the bar at that restaurant, but like, you know, you'll start to become a regular, like somewhere where everybody goes, but like that, like different countries, like in nicer restaurants, higher end restaurants, you know what I'm saying? Where you want to become not like too much of a regular. Like I don't think we have enough time for me to go over like all the steps, but you know, like we all know how to play the game. Like you just got to vet your dudes.
Yeah.
You know, like any community event where people are volunteering, like
that's a good place.
Yeah, like except unless these guys are from the Peace Corps, those guys are whores. Don't.
or like your hobbies. What do you like?
Yeah.
Ellie, what do you like to do? Do you like with the hobbies? Please go to places of like if you like to hike, if you like to work out, like go to places where you have mutual interest with these men, right? And they they can approach you,
Yeah.
The gym. Be careful of the gym though, because some of those guys are fuckboys.
I know all of them. Like they are.
But they're nice to look at when you're working out. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. But yeah, I don't go out. I don't go to clubs. I don't use alcohol. So it's very hard to meet someone other than social media. But Tuis tip, that restaurant thing sounded fascinating. I'm gonna try that.
Yeah, like take yourself on a date, girl. Get dressed up, go.
Alone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No, it's like Ellie, you know, and especially all the women out there that's watching this, like, you know, you have to put yourself out there to be found. You can't stay inside a house and wonder why these guys are not showing up, unless you want somebody to break into your house and find you.
Yeah.
At that point, call 911.
All right. Lesley, what was your reaction to that video that we posted?
Well, first off, I want to say I really don't agree with this whole like you got to do this so guys can, you gotta like finding guys. Honestly, when it happens, and what you said, Will, was on point. You have to build yourself. You have to work on yourself. Fuck everyone else. As long as you're doing what you need to do, somehow God will send that person to you in some kind of avenue when you are not looking for it. Because I've done the restaurant things, I've done all these things, and I'm like, man, why am I trying so hard? You know, I thank God for social media because you can put yourself out there, but you just gotta see, like, you weed through it. I mean, it is a good. I met my boyfriend, soon to be fiance, on social media. He was a real estate broker. He was like looking at all the realtors in Hawaii and was like, this girl, I think I need to call her, not in a creepy way, but he's like, she probably has tons of DMs. So I'm going to get lost. So I'm going to call her and give her a free video shoot. And that worked, you know, and he wasn't trying to be weird like that. But when we spent a lot of time working together, then I got to see who he was and how he was like, and it just happened, you know? So if I wasn't that kind of person, like, then I wouldn't have attracted that. So I wouldn't worry about like trying to attract. I think women should worry about you just be the best version of you, and fuck who doesn't like you and who has an opinion about what you do. You just be who you are. That's the thing. That's it.
Exactly. Yes.
Life.
Okay.
This will come to you. Relationships will come. The right friend will come to you. The people that you know, your circle. All you have to do is be you. That's it.
Yes. And the energy you build up, the energy you are building, all the work you do in your inner self, that is the thing which is gonna attract the things in your life. So yeah, that's the most important thing. Whatever is meant for me, it will find me somewhere.
Okay. No, go ahead, Tuin.
I'm so sorry. I'm on the YouTube live and I just want to comment on one comment. It says a lot of generalizations being spoken here. Social media isn't real life. Yeah, we're generalizing because we're speaking to the majority.
Yeah, the majority.
Like, so
we're talking about dating culture. Yeah.
You know, so like for some people that like, there may be an exception to the rule, but the rule is this, and this is what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So just so we're clear.
Yeah. and also, I totally agree with Lesley. If you want to attract somebody, then of course you have to be yourself and work on yourself to be the best version of yourself. But the thing is, I think it is important also to make sure you're working on the right things that makes you attractive to the person that you're looking for, right? Because if you're a guy,
but are you looking for someone?
Everybody's looking. Most people are looking for somebody. Most people don't want to die alone. All right.
Like, put out that desperate energy. You're like,
most people.
Like,
Most people want to find somebody. There's not many people that want to spend the rest of their life alone and single. All of us, we're human beings. We're social creatures. So like we're built to be social, to find somebody to be with. But I would say, like I said, but it is important to know what men are looking for, women are looking for, because if you're a woman, if you're a guy out there and you love to play video games and that's who you are and you just want to play video games your whole life, that's what makes you happy and that's the best version of yourself. Your chances of finding a girlfriend and a wife is probably not going to be suitable for you. So I think it is important to have these type of conversations we have.
Girlfriend.
But I'm just saying it's important for men. It's important to know what women are looking for, so you can work on yourself to be the best version of yourself for you, but also make yourself attractive to women, but also for women as well, to work on yourself and make sure you're doing the things that makes you attractive to, because you can be the best version of yourself, but if you're not attracted to women and men, or the opposite sex, nobody's going to approach you and nobody's going to take you seriously. So it's most important to have the awareness to be the best version of yourself, but also have the awareness to know the specific things the opposite sex is looking for. And if you do that, then the probability of you of finding or attracting somebody, the majority of the dating culture today is pretty high. But if you want to do that, you want to be the exception to the rule, hey, like I said, go for it. But for me, I'm a numbers guy. I always like to work in things that have the best chances to win. I don't want to focus on the exception. I want to focus on the majority where I have the best chance to succeed, especially when it comes to dating. So if everybody that's watching this on this live chat, that's why we talk about the majority of what we see in the real world of modern day dating.
Why is the majority gay now? I feel like a lot of women are just lesbian because they're tired of guys' shit.
yes.
You don't think you don't think guys are tired of women's shit too? Because it goes both ways now.
Yeah, there's a lot of everyone's doing now. It's cool.
That's why all the guys are becoming betas. All right. Yeah. All right. So that was Elli's question. Thank you for that beautiful question, Elli. Lesley, what was your question? Bring that fire.
No.
Any topic, any fire?
I'm good.
No. You good? No worries.
Yep.
All right. So I got one last video. It's funny, Elli was talking about men approaching you, and that's actually was the last video I was going to bring up. The last topic was I saw this video trending on social media of why a lot of women complaining of why men are not approaching them. That's why I think Elli that's why for a lot of women today, the dating culture is, before in our parents' time, men were approaching women, but there's a lot of, now today's age, less men are approaching women. There's a variety of reasons why, but that's why as a woman you have to put yourself out there. If you want to attract a guy, the type of man you want, you can't just stay home. You have to go out there, put yourself out there. But this is the video. I'm gonna play it real quick for you guys, and we'll react. Ask your guys' thoughts right after.
I don't know if you've seen the video that's going around, and it's about a woman, a black lady, and she's like, oh my gosh, me and my friends went out and nobody was like trying to get at us. Nobody showed interest, nobody anything. And a guy duetted it or stitched it, and he actually said, well, look what you women have done. Like, this is what you wanted, correct? So I want to piggyback off of that. Ladies, y'all, not all of y'all, but you guys wanted this whole, oh, leave us alone, you guys are perverts, you guys are weirdos, like, we hate men thing. You guys are on this fucking bandwagon to, like, you hate men. What is the fucking goal of this? What is the point of this? Because you know what you guys are doing? You're ruining it for the women who do want to be approached. You're ruining it for the women who are shy and do want that guy to come up to them. Does that make sense? And you also are ruining it for the guys who are great guys, have great intentions. Maybe they're just nervous when they come up to you, so they're shy and like anxious, and you take that as them being a pervert or a weirdo. Where does this lead up to? Like, I honestly want to know what the whole point of this is, because at this point, it's going to come to nobody wants to come up to you, nobody's going to talk to you, nobody's going to try with you, and everybody's going to be thinking, damn, he's not interested in me. So ladies, you guys wanted men to back down from it. So are you guys going to step up to the plate? Are you guys going to start asking guys out? No. Are you guys going to start going up to dudes and saying, hey, let me take you out to dinner? How about you come over to my place at 8 o'clock and I'll have dinner made for you? What's your favorite food to eat? I'll make it for you. I highly doubt that's going to happen. But my whole point of this is I'm not understanding the whole I hate men movement, because in the end, what does this do for us?
So what are your thoughts, ladies, about men approaching you? And how do you, like I said, do you guys like when men approaching you, making the first move? What do you guys feel about that? I'll start with you, Tui. What's your thoughts?
I'm either or. I think it just depends. It depends on my mood. Like, I mean, man. Okay, if I'm at a bar and I'm by myself, usually it's been a stressful day, and I'm just gonna, like, I want social interaction, but I don't want anyone to talk to me. Which I know it sounds insane, but I'm a girl, so whatever. So like sometimes I just want to go get a drink by myself, and I don't want anyone to talk to me. But like, I don't know if anyone has the balls enough to like come up to me and say something. Then I'm, of course, I'm gonna be like, okay,
Do you prefer men to approach you? Like, do you want the men to approach you or no?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay.
It
has to be a yes or no. Yes or no.
Okay, I'll just go with yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll just go with it. I'll just go with yes.
You want guys to approach you? Okay. All right. Ellie, what about you? Do you want guys? What's your thoughts on the video about men approaching women?
Well, I think, well, I'm not approaching a man, so
yeah, of course.
I want the man to approach me. Yes.
Okay.
I'm not approaching anyone. No.
Okay. I mean, are you open when men approach? Are you open to it when men approach you?
If I like their energy, I'm a very intuitive person, and I can literally, like, when I meet someone and I look in their eyes, I can read their energy, and if I like that, I'm gonna talk to them. If I don't like that, I don't entertain it. So yeah, it depends.
Okay, so it depends on the guy of how he approaches you.
Yeah.
So pretty much
it depends on the guy, and
yeah.
not. Yeah, I don't know. It depends on the guy. If I like him, I like him. If I don't like him, I will not. I will say thank you, but no thank you.
Okay, all right. What about you, Lesley? Same thing, like
Well, I feel like the
approaching.
grandma of the group, man. I feel like so old. I'm like, please stop. Don't talk to me anymore. But when I was single, it's like, okay, if you're going to approach me, please have purpose. Like, don't just shoot shit and be like, it's dumb shit, Because I'm very with something good. I'm all about business, and like, talk to me about something like that gets my brain going. And so, like, if it's not gonna be that, just don't talk to me. I'm fine by myself.
Okay, all right. So, and ladies, when are you guys pretty nice when you reject guys? If guys come up and then clearly you're not interested. Are you the type of like, hell no, or you're like, oh, it's no? Like, how do you guys usually?
I'm like, oh, thank you, but I'm not interested. I'm actually post-op.
Okay.
Yes. Oh my God. I always lie to them that I'm pregnant.
Lesley, I feel like every girl in Hawaii has used that line on more than one occasion. I know I have. And some of those dudes, they're like...
Wait, what did you say, Lesley? You cut out. What was the response?
Oh, thank you.
You said
I'm what?
Yeah.
Change.
Yeah. So like every girl in Hawaii has used this. I swear to God, on more than one occasion, I've used it a lot. And some of these dudes, and I know this has happened to you too, Lesley, because this happened to me on a lot. When I say that, they're like, "Oh, it's cool, you a girl now, though, right?"
Yeah. I'm like,
it's
no,
like,
I got the penis.
They'll be like, what? Yeah. I'll be like, when are you gonna switch back to a girl? hit me up. Here's my number. Hit me up when you become a female.
Oh my
Have you
God,
guys
I'm dead.
have you guys ever felt that way? Like have you guys ever been to a social setting and then no man was approaching you and then you're like what's going on? Have you ever
Happens to
thought?
me it happens to me all the time.
Oh, okay, so Leslie's like nope.
Oh, leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
Leave me alone. What about you, Ellie? Have you ever been to a place and you wanted guys to approach you, but then the guys weren't approaching you, and you were like kind of confused and wonder why? Have you ever felt that way?
No.
Just saying, yeah, I was gonna say no, Ellie's never felt that.
No, but like no, I don't really, because I really like, this is why I'm single. I'm not looking for a man. So if they don't approach me, I really don't think that, oh my God, no one is approaching me. I don't even acknowledge it. I don't like, why would,
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And Lindy's last question is, even when you guys were like, very dating and very serious about finding somebody, based on your experience of the market, like were men really out, like, 'cause that's what the experience of most women are saying is today, 2021, men are rarely approaching women no more. Is that how it is today, even when you guys were all trying to find men, were men really approaching like that?
Yeah, it's always when you don't want them.
Oh yeah,
So
the men you don't want. The men you don't want.
No, it's not that. It's always when you want to be left alone. That like,
Okay.
I mean, you can recognize if they're good guys or not. But then when you're like not in the mood to talk or whatever, it's like, fuck, now I have to try and be nice. Because it's like, but I don't know. Like, just gotta.
Okay. All right. No worries. All right. All right, ladies. So yeah, we've come to the conclusion of the podcast. Yeah, it was we got some great topics and some great discussions for tonight. Everybody that's watching, thank you so much for everybody that's watching right now. The last thing I want to ask the ladies before we conclude the podcast is I just want to ask you guys, what was your take on the podcast? What were your thoughts? What did you take away from this podcast? What did you learn? And I just want to ask that last question. I'll start with you, Lesley. What was your thoughts about today's podcast? What did you take away from it?
It's very interesting. I mean, I always love to see everyone else's opinions, and I don't know. It's very interesting. It's nothing what I expected.
What was the most interesting thing? What was the most interesting thing you took away from today's podcast? The most interesting thing that you heard?
I don't know. I feel like you guys made me feel like I'm like a dinosaur and outdated. Like I just.
Girl, you're only 3 years older than me.
I'm 40, girl.
You're what? Wait,
No, but
you're 40?
I'm gonna be 40.
Oh, I'm 36.
In November, I'll be 40. Oh shoot! Oh, I thought you were 34. Okay, wrong math. But oh my gosh,
no. But you don't even look 40. So
no way,
bitch.
Young boys. So that's my whole thing. Bless my curse. Well, no, I just think
know. Yeah, I would never know you're 40. Never.
I know, right?
Yeah.
That's why you date young guys so you can suck their
youth.
Their
yeah.
Suck it all out.
And you don't have to use it.
All right, this must be the secret, ladies. That's a secret I do endorse. all ladies out there. All right. Yeah, Ellie, same question. What was your take on today's podcast?
It was really interesting to learn about other people's experiences in this dating culture today. And yeah, it was very interesting and I learned a lot about myself too. I really realized that the reason that I'm single is that I'm really not looking, and I really don't even like, I don't know what is wrong with me, but I don't really even. Have you seen the video of Rihanna where interviewer is asking her, "What are you looking for a man?" And then she says, "First of all, I'm not looking for a man," and that's kind of what made me realize that I'm kind of like that too. I'm not even looking, and I don't care if they don't like me, and I am very masculine and all that, and I don't even care.
Okay. All right. No worries. Okay. All right. Thank you for sharing. Okay, and then last
But it
but
was
not least,
nice to be on this podcast, and thank you for inviting me.
of course, no worries. Yeah, it was nice. Both of you guys, Lesley and Ellie, definitely enjoyed your thoughts and your opinions tonight. And Tui, last but not least, same thing. What was your take and your last chance to speak to your haters out there that's watching this right now?
I know
Take
they're
your
not even mine. They belong to you. They don't even follow me.
Hey, go ahead.
I think what I really learned is that I really need to start hanging out with Lesley and her friends who own yachts.
Facts.
Yes, you do.
I mean, this was I think a better conversation than the last time I was on. Because
Yeah,
I think we just all we pretty much agreed on it. Like I still
Yeah.
agree, you know, we have the same views
yeah.
on certain things. Like, so it wasn't really that controversial. Next time.
always next time. Yeah. So, hey, ladies, thank you so much for joining in. Everybody that's watching this right now, thank you much for tuning in. I'll definitely post these ladies' social media info. So I highly endorse you guys to encourage you guys to follow all of them. They're doing great things on social media. They're doing great things on TikTok. If you support me, definitely support them in their platform and help their platform as well to grow. But like I said, we do this every Saturday. And also these ladies are, I think, Tui and Ellie are single. So if you're a single guy out there and you met all the requirements of the things that they spoke about this podcast, you already know what to do.
Wait, can I screen this for them? You gotta protect their hearts. No.
I know, for reals, right?
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, thank you so
I
much
want
for
to know
watching.
Leslie's friends.
I know.
Yeah. We'll definitely link up.
Ellie, we need to get on these yachts, girl.
Get that
Yes.
yachty. Get that yachty. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. You guys already know every single Saturday. I have this every single Saturday. So I'll see you guys next show.